Hey guys, welcome back to a new weekly reading vlog. It is Monday. It is 5:50 p.m. and I'm going to chill and sit for the rest of the night. And read. My plan is to try and finish Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I read a majority of it last week's vlog. I'm on page 354, so I'm in the middle of a chapter. I'm in the middle of chapter 40, so I'm going to try and finish off the last 200 or so-ish pages that I have left of this. So this is 606 pages. I'm on 345, so I have a little over 300 pages left. So I'll probably get through a good chunk of it today and then finish this off tomorrow. So that's plan A. Finish this book off. And then go back to Charmed by Tracy Wolff. I'm on page 171, chapter 47 in this book. And then go to Common Goal. And then I have an audiobook checked out from my library. So, which is Harvest of Hearts of something. I can't check because it's on my phone. I've got that audiobook that I can listen to throughout the week. So I'm only going to put those 4 books on my reading week list of books to read this week. If I read any more, I'll definitely let you guys know. And then, yeah. But I'm going to start off with finishing Binding 13. And I don't have book 2. I wish I had book 2 so I can jump straight into it. But I don't. So, there's that. But I'm going to go read, go chill. And I will talk to you guys later. Hi guys. It has been a few days since I've updated this vlog. Okay, it's now Friday, 6:50. I finished a book. I've started a book. And I need book 2 to the book I just finished. So, I started a Harvest of Hearts on audio, I believe. I'm only like 13%-ish in Harvest of Hearts. Started that. I like it so far. It's different. And yeah. But the book I just finished Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Wow. Definitely do look up the trigger warnings for this book. There is a lot going on in here, especially for child abuse. So definitely keep that in mind. That's a big one in this. But I loved the book. I think I would give it a 4 stars. I did not like our main character's father. If you know, you know. But I need to sit on it for a little bit and then go from this. Took me a little bit to read because it is a hefty book and hard-hitting topics. So, but I did immediately put on hold at my library book 2, which is Keeping 13. And yeah, But holy cow, I loved the relationship between Shannon and Johnny in this book, especially the relationship between Shannon and her older brother, Joey. So, but yeah, this was a hard one to get through, but again, I enjoyed it. Gonna continue the series and dive more into this world. I definitely want to know more of Joey's story. So, definitely want to know more, but I have to wait till I get to books 3 and 4 for that. But, I will be getting book 2 to this series at some point. I'm just not sure when yet. So that's coming. I don't know what book I'm going to start physically next yet. I do have a couple of library books I need to read. And then I don't know, but this was an emotional roller coaster. So, yeah. So, for right now, I think I'm landing on a 4-star rating for this. And, yeah. Until I figure out what else I'm going to read, I'll let you guys know. And until then, I will talk to you guys maybe later tonight. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is Saturday. It is 8:50 p.m. and I have been reading off and on all day today. I started Lights Out by Navessa Allen. I know I'm mispronouncing that name wrong, so I'm sorry about that, but surprisingly, I am enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. Definitely look up the trigger warnings before going into this because there is a lot. The author includes a list of trigger warnings, a whole page of trigger warnings. Keep that in mind. But I've been reading this off and on all day today, and I am on page 150. So, I am almost on chapter 12. We get both POVs. We get Allie and Josh's POV. Allie is our FMC, Josh is our MMC. Allie is a trauma nurse, and Josh is a I don't know what he is, but he's a hacker, computer genius of some sorts, and he does a lot of online videos, and in those videos he wears a mask. So, but I'm liking this a lot more, like I mentioned, a lot more than I thought I would, and it's surprisingly a very quick read. So hopefully I will get this finished before the end of the month, and if I do, I'll definitely let you guys know. And if I finish this, then this vlog, it'll be book 2. I'm still listening to A Harvest of Hearts. Also, I'm not really feeling that one right now, so I might soft DNF that one. So, we'll see. But, for now, I'm enjoying Lights Out, and might pick up the sequel as well. So, we'll see. I did put on hold at the library, Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh. Hopefully that'll come to me soon, so I can read that and find out what goes on down in that second book. So, but yeah, for now, I think I'm gonna curl up in my chair, read a little bit more of Lights Out for the night, see if I can get to page 200, and then, because I'm not that far off, and then I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. We're supposed to get another storm another nor'easter this weekend, but it's not supposed to start snowing until like 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So a lot of rain tomorrow. So a cozy day to stay in and read and chill out. So, but yeah, I have been reading, just haven't been vlogging. But I'm gonna go and I will check back in with you guys when I have more to update on Lights Out. Hey guys, it's Sunday. It is a gloomy, rainy day today. So, yeah, I got pretty far into Lights Out last night. I'm now on page 174, and I am in chapter 13. So, nothing else has changed so far, so my thoughts are still the same. And I'm going to try and read more of this today and get further into this. Maybe 300 pages. Maybe to chapter 22. We'll see what happens. But yeah, good so far. Again, definitely look up the trigger warning since I showed previous clip that there is a lot going on in this said book, so definitely look those up. And yeah, so pretty good so far, and I'm gonna go stop rambling, read, pick up my room a little bit more, and go from there. But I'll definitely let you guys know what page I end off on tonight. So, but there's that. That'll be book 2 in this vlog. I am definitely thinking about putting down the audiobook that I have as of right now as a soft DNF, and then get the physical book. I think I need the physical book for that, and go from there. But for now, I'm gonna go, and I will check it back in with you guys later. Hey guys, I'm back from running errands. I went to Book Exchange again to drop off the rest of the books from the haul, and then I went to Walmart. But I did grab 2 books while I was there and a DVD, which I don't have, so I can finish watching the series. I got Taken 3, so finally have this whole trilogy complete. I got The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, and I've heard mixed reviews on this one, so we'll see if I end up liking it. Good thing I didn't pay full price for it. I used store credit for that, and then the one I was excited to see was The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doley, and I've heard really good things about this one, so I cannot wait to start it, and I'm excited. So, don't know too much, don't know anything about it, other than it's a game, so, and lately that's been my area for fantasy with games and trials and stuff, so 2 more books, and I'm gonna read more of Lights Out today. I'm on page 198, chapter 15, so I'm gonna read more of this, and then go from there. But I'm gonna go clean up my room, and I will update you guys when I have a book update. Hey guys, it is Wednesday. It is 7:40 p.m. I finished Lights Out by Novessa Allen, and I like this one. I give it a 4 stars. To keep in mind of the trigger warnings in this book, there is quite a bit. So, but other than that, I did enjoy this. It was quite dark. Not as dark as I thought it was going to be. It is quite slow at the beginning, but then around 50 pages to 100 pages, it finally picks up. But I'm glad I gave it a shot. I would like to read the other 2 books in this series, which follow different characters, so that we meet in here. One follows our FMC's cousin, and the other follows our MMC's best friend. So, quite enjoyed it, surprisingly. So there's this book. So the next book I'm gonna either continue with or start. I'm either gonna continue with Charmed by Tracy Wolff. I'm still on page 187, chapter 51. So I haven't made much progress in here. This is quite thick, so it would take me the last couple days of the month if I can finish it. And Saturday I'm busy pretty much all day, so doubt I'll be able to finish this, but if I do, I'll let you know. I'll get a good, if I don't finish it, at least I'll get a good chunk of the way through it, and then finish it on March 1st. So, I have this book, and then I want to try and start Your Knife, My Heart by K.M. Mornova. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the author's last name. I don't know too much about this one. All I know it's a bit darker than Lights Out. This was also for a book club that I'm in, and this was the second book that was picked, so we don't necessarily have to read both, but I would like to read both. The sprayed edges, though, are gorgeous. Knives everywhere, and a lighter. So I'm intrigued to see where this goes. There's probably, so we have Cameron, who can't stop killing his partners. And then we have Embry, who escapes the death sentence after her own brutal crimes. So, this sounds interesting. Let's see, are there trigger warnings? There are trigger warnings. There's a playlist. Cool. There are trigger warnings. So, there's a lot of trigger warnings in this one as well. So, and the author also has a list of them there. So if you want to pause and read, you can. But, yeah, so this one's shorter. This one's less than 300 pages. So, probably pick this one up and read this over the course of the next 2 days. And then Bridgerton Part 2, Season 4 comes out tomorrow, and I'll be watching that when the nephew goes to school. So, and read this or Charmed. Probably both at the same time. We'll see. This one is the shortest book I'll probably read this year. So, and if I like it, I'll pick up book 2. But those are my current reading plans. These 2 books, and then finish cleaning my room because I have friends staying the night on Saturday. And yeah, I'm going to stop rambling, and I will talk to you guys when I have a reading update. Hey guys, it's Monday. I'm here to close off this week's reading vlog. It's a bit of a chaotic one, so I'm sorry about that. I finished 2 books this week, ended up soft DNFing a book, and made progress in one, and started another book. I knew over the weekend I would not be able to read, So there's that. I believe toward the beginning of this vlog, I finished Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Really enjoyed this. Gave it a 4.5 stars, if I'm not mistaken. So, there's this one. Don't want to say too much, but I enjoyed it. Do keep in mind of the trigger warnings. There is a lot of trigger warnings in this book, so keep that in mind before picking this one up. Also, yeah, just keep in mind of the trigger warnings. So, finish that. I soft DNF'd A Harvest of Hearts. I think I need that book physically in order to get through it. I tried it on audio and couldn't get into it to save my life, so I soft DNF'd that for now. I finished Lights Out by Navessa Allen, and I also enjoyed this one. I gave this a 4 to 4.5 stars. This is a stalker romance. There's also a lot of trigger warnings in this one, so do keep that in mind. There is a list of triggers at the beginning of this book. Both of these authors put a list of triggers at the beginning of the book, so I enjoyed that. So liked both of these. This one's a dark romance, so do keep that in mind. I read more of Charmed by Tracy Wolff. I'm still picking my way slowly through this one. I have less than 100 pages left. I'm on chapter 126, page 464. So I should be able to finish that this week. And this one is most likely a 3-star read. Like I said, this is in my opinion, this is the weakest book so far, but I understand why it was written. So hopefully I should knock this out today at the beginning of next vlog. And then last night I managed to read a little bit, and I started Holiday Ever After. I put this on hold from my library in November of last year, and it was a book club buddy read for December, and I didn't get to it because I didn't get it in time. I just now got it in February, and I'm reading it in March because it's due back on the 6th. And this is a workplace romance, and I read exactly 100 pages of this yesterday. I'm on chapter 13. It's dual timeline, so we are following Clara, who is climbing the ladder at her father's toy company, and then something happens. There's a PR nightmare. She has to go to a small town, and then she meets Jack, who is also a head of his toy company, and his company is accusing her company of stealing a doll that they made. So Clara is trying to figure that out and sort it out. So, and it's a Christmas romance, but so far nothing Christmassy other than a Christmas tree farm has happened. So we'll see, but I like it so far, and I'm going to continue this week because it is due back on Friday. So that is everything that I read this week. And let me know if you've read any of these down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Stick around, like, subscribe, stay a while, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.